I don't normally go down there on personal matters.
As an attorney based in Nashville, Rick Colbert says he often speaks at the state legislature representing clients. But this time, he spoke in front of the Transportation Subcommittee on a topic close to his heart.
And Mr. Colbert, you're recognized.
It's very personal to me because I have very firsthand knowledge of how harmful this bill could be to people.
Colbert told legislators about a man named Fulgencio Santiago. Born in Puerto Rico, Santiago moved to the United States while serving in the U.S. military. He brought his wife and 3 young children, one of whom grew up to marry Colbert.
That's why this bill is really personal to me, because if a law like this had been in place back when the U.S. Army brought this young family to the United States, they would have suffered mightily. They would not have been able to get a driver's license. And how do you function?
Driving is a privilege, it is not a right.
Representative Kip Capley is sponsoring the bill and presented it to the Transportation Subcommittee. He says it's an issue of public safety.
All of our signs are in English. All of our traffic commands are given in English. If you're driving down the road, it's pretty simple. If you don't speak English, you're going to miss out on something.
All the lawmakers in the room voted to advance the bill, except for Democratic Representative Afton Bain.
Mr. Chairman, you have 8 ayes and 1 no.
This continues to be an abhorrent use of our time to be castigating immigrant families who are just trying to participate in our economies and go to work and take care of their kids, just like you and the rest of us in this building.
Bain calls the legislation an attack on immigration status.
It's a hateful piece of legislation. It's not good for business, and it's not good for our workforce or economy.
Capley says it's not targeted at any specific group of people.
We're not discriminating against anybody. We're not leaving anybody out. We just want to make sure that, we keep everybody safe.
But Noah McBrayer-Jones worries if it passes, this bill could harm people trying to assimilate to the area.
It really does seem to be concerned specifically with immigration as a whole.
As the executive director of Bridge Refugee Services, Jones helps clients resettle in the area. Part of that involves obtaining a driver's license. Jones says in his experience, clients who don't speak English generally don't have a problem driving here in Tennessee.
We have a pictographic driving society. People can recognize the stop sign even if they, for some reason, cannot read the 4-letter word on that sign.
But Capley says there are other signs that do require an understanding of English.
If you see a sign that says, wet road conditions, please slow down, you can't read that, then you're not going to be able to you're not going to be able to prepare yourself for whatever's coming.
That's why Capley says it's important for people to take the written driver's license test in English. But Jones says there might be an unintended consequence.
U.S. citizens who are pre-literate will not be able to get this because they will not be able to take the English language test. And that's a denial not just of our clients or other immigrant populations, but of U.S. citizens as well.
With Tennessee ranked below the national literacy level according to data from the National Center for Education Statistics, I brought this concern to Capley to see if it was something he's considered.
Do you have any concerns about native English speakers who might not have the ability to take the written test?
I'm not sure, I guess. So I don't know. That would be an interesting. I feel like it would apply to them too, I guess. I don't know. That's a good question. I haven't thought about that one.
While Capley says the bill's language is still being worked on, he says the heart of it is about safety.
We just want to make sure that, we keep everybody safe. And we got it set up in the bill to where there's a year-long provision where you can get a temporary license in your own language. And that gives what we feel like is ample time to study and learn the test. We're not asking them to learn the entire dictionary. All they've got to do is learn enough to pass the exam. That's it. And this is a pro-safety bill. We're keeping Tennesseans safe. We're not singling anybody out.
Although Colbert says that's what it feels like.
I know what my father-in-law gave to this country, and the idea that a legislature would pass a law like this that would punish him if he were here, if he were newly here, is just infuriating to me.